I'd like to welcome you to another 10 at 10 for 10 training and leadership development. And today we're going to be talking about the $1 pool. It's about to open, guys. And in fact, it might have been opened on Friday had not some unforeseen situation come up. But that's how close we are. It should have been open on Friday. Now it's Monday, our time here in the Philippines, and still Sunday over there for you guys in the US. Let me share my screen. I want to show you something. So let's move this out of the way. Okay, so let me make sure I'm in the right wallet. I'm going to go to the pool funding wallet. There we go. Success. Now, I want you guys to notice that what we have here is we have an address here, right? So you click on the clipboard for the referral link, right? So this is where your referral link is. Every account has its own unique referral link. It's basically your wallet address at the end of it, right? So every wallet address is unique, so that makes every referral link unique. So in the case of the $1 pool, you could use the same account, possibly, until I get final confirmation on that. There is an option. Right now we're going to be overriding this test coin. It's going to be overwritten with the $1 USDT. Okay, but we do have like a test coin area. It's been a while since I've been in there. I think I've got to switch to the test network to make it work properly. See if I can remember how to do that. Yeah, here it is. Testnet. Change pool. We won't have to do that on the new one because it's going to be USDT. So that worked. Okay. So if I were to pay this account here, should be the $1, right? Yeah, we're going to submit. Yeah, so it's saying I got to refresh because it's waiting for me to pay. Okay, there you go. $1. So you see, I haven't used this in a long time, but we do have like a little test net thing. This is like the $1 test net was here. There's only 4 records left in it, so it was going for a while, but people like, you can't click and make money on the test net. Those were practice coins. We even talked about those coins over on the homepage in the how-to area. We had yeah, right here, switch to the Binance Smart Chain testnet, get your free USDT testnet coins, right? We had that whole thing. That's all going away because we're eliminating the testnet altogether and switching it out for the real money, $1. So one option you may have, and this is not your only option, is you'll be able to switch your pool using the same address that you have by making the change here. Okay. Now let's talk about this for a minute, because like if you take a look at my particular situation, I gotta switch my network again. Let's go back to the BNB. Try this again. Okay, there we go. $10. All right, so if you go to my second account here, I've got some sub accounts. So I've got in my referrals, Kids and Lewis are a couple of accounts that I control. So I control the, for my kids. So that's one of my sub accounts, and the other one is Lewis, which is representing my father. He's 93-year-old. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to figure out how to do much of this because he's not a computer guy at all. So, or even a phone guy, smartphone. He knows how to use the phone like the regular way, you dial a number and you make a phone call or answer it when it rings, but that's about it. So anyway, we've got I got 2 sub accounts here, and does it make sense for me to also promote that particular address for those sub accounts on the $1 pool? I'm going to tell you, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay. So we're going to be going into a transition here as we go from just only having one pool open to having more than one pool open. Okay. So that's going to be a transition. And for those of you that are already, in the $10 pool, and especially if you have sub accounts, my recommendation is you're going to want to talk to the referrals that you have on your sub accounts and have them use your main address. Okay. You might want to have them already have that main address. So grab your main address. And if your sub accounts are using the sub account address, just to save you from having to pay $3 every day when you can just pay $1, right? Or just eliminate the need for those multiple transactions. If you're already doing 3 transactions a day, it's just easier to add 1 transaction more on the $1 pool instead of doing 6 transactions every day. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
And so the trick to that is making sure that your referrals, when they sign up for the $1 pool, that they sign up with the correct address. All right. And that's why I'm making this video, because we want you guys to be sharing this video ahead of the time of us opening in the $1 pool, so that they know that they're going to use the address that you're going to provide them as their sponsor. So we don't want anyone to assume that the address that they've been using already is what they're going to use to sign up with the $1 pool. It probably makes more sense that their sponsor will let them know what address, what referral link, is going to be used for that, because there's going to be a lot of shifting. People are going to go from sub accounts up to the main account of their sponsors, right? And then you can go as wide as you want, because it just opens up a new account every 4 people, right? So you can use that same referral link, your main referral link, endlessly, right? It just, every time you get 4, that fills up an account, and then when you add the next person, it automatically opens up another account, and then you have 4 more spots to fill on that one, and you can just do that, and it'd be the same link. And then that way you're only paying on each account using the same referral link. It will simplify. So for those of you that are already in the $10 pool, especially those with sub accounts in the $10 pool, you're going to want to use your main link. Okay. You want to get that into the hands of your current referrals and have them sign up, okay, using that link. Same process, using that link. And if your sponsor hasn't signed up for the $1 pool, wait for them to sign up first. Okay. It'd just be better. We don't have to get all kind of too anxious. Just let it roll out, right? It might take a few days for it to completely roll through the current team, but let's allow that to happen, and be patient with each other, and let's get this video out. Okay, I'm going to put this onto the public channel on YouTube. Let's get this video out and make it very, very clear that the preparation for the $1 pool coming out is communicating with our current existing referrals, because they're going to want to get in the $1 pool. Everyone should get in the $1 pool, not because it's like you're going to make your money in the sense that you're going to accumulate dollars. It's so that you actually are able to keep the chain going, right? So that as that chain comes back up, and they go, these people below go from the $1 pool up to the $10 pool, then that ends up benefiting you all the way into the $10 pool, supporting that, and then onward into the $100 pool and the $1,000 pool later on. Okay, so it's I think everybody should have at least one account in the $1 pool, and if you choose to have 2 sub accounts, that is allowed, but nothing more. Not 10, 20 sub accounts. Okay, guys? Right? Don't do that. But 2 sub accounts is fine if that's what you choose to do. I just think it's a lot of extra, effort unnecessarily for something that's not going to have a huge financial benefit, indirectly saying, because it's, you're already making pretty good money in the $10 pool. This is 10 times less for the same exact activity, right? So why not just have one account and redirect your team to use the proper referral link? Am I being super clear about this?
Yes.
No,
No? All right, let
it's not clear.
me try it one more
It's not clear
time.
to me because
Let me share my screen again. So let's say you're going to enter into the $1 pool. The first thing you're going to do is make sure that your sponsor has already entered into the $1 pool, right? You need to be talking
Right.
to your sponsor now before we make the announcement the $1 pool is open, right? So do it before the $1 pool is announced as open, right? Right now. That's step one. And then talk to your sponsor. As soon as your sponsor says, yes, I am now a $1, pool account, then basically this is the address you want. You want to use your account one address, okay? You want to use your account one address, not your sub accounts. My sub accounts, right? My account one address is I call it pool funding on my wallet here. So I have mostly, like, it should say Ace Fletcher, but mostly that's what you do. You got Ace Fletcher 1, Ace Fletcher 2, Ace Fletcher 3. But mine's more creative than that, and it's confusing. So that's why we went to simple, where Johnny 1, Johnny 2, Johnny 3, just simple, easy to do, easy to explain. So anyway, use the 1, not the 2 or the 3. So this is the address, and you can use this to infinity. So you just copy that address, right? And that's the address you want to pass on to your you can go ahead and give them that address before the $1 pool opens up, and let them know this is the website address. In other words, it's the referral link address that you want your referrals to use. Okay, you want them to use your main account referral link, not your sub account referral link. That will save you time, is what it's going to save you, and it maybe even a little bit of money, because you're gonna want to have assurance and all that other stuff on it too. So it's definitely going to save some money, but definitely going to save you time if you just consolidate into one. That's for the existing group. Now, for the people that will join us later that are brand new to pool funding, they'll probably be encouraged to come in with 2 sub accounts, much like we encourage people to do that with the $10 pool, and so, but it's not going to need, they won't need a budget of like $200-300. They'll need a budget more like $30. But the same thing is they're going to pay $5 for onboarding. Okay. So even though it's a $1 pool, the price for onboarding is still $5. But the alternative to that is they can just use the how-to area. Okay. Here's how to set everything up, and just follow these instructions, right? All the instructions are here if you can, do it yourself. But if you want to have help from an onboarder, then you're going to need to pay for it. Okay, it's $5, whether you're getting help to be onboarded in the $1 pool, or getting help to be onboarded in the $10 pool, or whatever. Okay, even in 100 or 1,000, if there was a need for onboarding, that'd be $5. Okay, so that's my instructions for you now. I just want to get your feedback. So I hope that's super clear.
so Ace.
Yes, go ahead, Kathleen. Go ahead, Kathleen.
Yes, every day.
I don't know.
Every day at a certain time, we will make a payment into the $1 pool.
Yes, correct.
As well as our $10 pool, right?
Yeah, the idea is pay them all at the same time, right? So
okay,
right now you might be making
that
3
works
payments,
for me.
1, 2, 3, and then
Yeah.
what you do is that when you're making your payments 1, 2, 3, then that's probably the time that you want to just go ahead and make your first payment on your $1 pool. Do it at that same time. That way, the ongoing, you're just making payments all in one cluster,
Okay.
or
And
4
so
payments instead of 3.
okay. So I have in my notes to send my $10
your main
account, my main account, to my people
Current-
that are in the second.
Yeah, whoever your referrals are, whether they're in a sub account or not, they
Mhm.
should they should use your main account. You want them
My
to,
main account.
right? They're going to
Right.
do that for the $100 pool anyway, right? So might as well get them started at the $1 pool, because when they go to the $100 pool, that's what you're going to want too as well. And there's no sub
Okay.
accounts on the $100 pool. Okay. So all of your sub account people would be moving up anyway. So let's start that now with the $1 pool, see how it goes.
As you can see, I am that visual as well as auditory learner. So I have to
Yes.
see it on,
Yep.
that's how I learn.
And basically we need a little bit of patience with each other, because when we open up the $1 pool, right,
Mhm.
we don't have to all join it the same day, right?
Right,
You know, if we join in 2 or 3 days after it opened up, not a big deal,
right.
right? But
No, it's not.
but basically things are going to roll pretty quickly from Lisa down. Okay, so when Lisa does it, from her, it's gonna go chin 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 chin, right? Shouldn't take more than a couple of days, maybe a week, to get everybody onboarded into the $1 pool and operating from that level. And what that's going to do is now you have one more tool to use to build your team, and that is an inexpensive way to participate. Right? It's a great tool, right? I'd say the rock bottom minimum it'd be about $10. You know, if someone had $10 and they only wanted one account on the $1 pool, they could probably manage that fine. And even if they pay for $5 of that towards onboarding, they probably would have enough to get by on $10. If you're going to want to do 2 sub accounts, I think a budget of $30 makes sense to start a $1 with 2 sub account. Way to go. Okay. And if you're an American, shame on you if you want to start in a $1 pool. It's come on, just start in the $10 pool. So we don't want to breed all of our newest people joining starting at the bottom, right? So depending on what country they're in, that should determine where they start. That makes sense, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We don't want to go backwards, do we? Right?
No,
So
no.
we want to go forward. So basically, we're just opening up the opportunity so that we can grow faster. That's what the whole point of opening up a $1 pool is, to increase the speed of our growth, because now we'll be truly international at that point, and really an opportunity that anybody in the world could keep up with, right? Because $1 is not going to be a problem for anybody in the world. And in America, $10 is generally not a problem, generally speaking, to be in the $10 pool. Most people can handle that. And it's the training ground and prepares us for the $100 pool, right? Because for goodness sake, if you're going to make mistakes along the way, right, make them at the $10 level, not the $100 level, because it's going to sting a little bit more, isn't it? If you're making
Yes.
mistakes at the $100 pool level, right? So thank God for the $10 pool, right? Okay. It's a good thing. I'll take one more question. Who wants to fire a question off? And then we'll close out this training. If anybody's got a question. Going once, going twice. Nobody's got a question. Okay. Well, good.
Ace,
Okay.
Ace, I
Ken,
just joined. I had a family outing today.
okay.
I just joined a couple minutes ago. When will the $1 pool open?
It was supposed to open up on Friday, but there was some unforeseen circumstances popped up. And so my next meeting with the programmer is tomorrow at 6 p.m. my time, and it could open up at that moment as early as that time. I'm not promising, because it's not in my hands to make a promise. It's in his, but kind of depends on what's going on with him.
And how many members do we have right now?
I've seen a lot of progress. I've actually seen progress. He's shown me around, by the way, in previous meetings. Okay, this is done, that's done, right? So we've added some things since we opened up the $10 pool in November. We've added assurance and a couple other things that he needed to actually recode into the $1 level. So what was your question?
How many members do we have right now?
We have over 1,300 right now.
And out of those 1,300, how many do you think will be entering the $1 pool, if you were to guess?
90% of them. So I'd say that we're probably about 30% active right now. Maybe 25% active at the moment out of that 1,300. And there's been a lot of people that kind of they got shoved out a little bit because the $10 pool was rotating at a speed of like every 2-3 days, and then turning in 3 or 4 days, and people couldn't handle it because they were too pool dependent. They didn't get their referrals signed up fast enough. So a lot of people on the sidelines, a lot of those people on the sidelines are going to come back with a vengeance, okay, into the $1 pool. They can handle that.
Awesome. Well, with that in mind, how long do you think it will take to onboard everybody into the $1 pool?
It could happen as quickly as a week, but we're dealing with people. It just depends on how nice we're to each other, right? Remember, we're a community of love, okay? Everybody, let's be nice. All right. But yeah, it can get chaotic if we allow ourselves to go there emotionally. But if we just keep cool heads and let our sponsor get in before we get in, and just relax a little bit. Don't be such a, nobody has to be uptight about this,
Oh, I had another question too. Do you have the ability to send an email message to all of our pool funding members?
I don't think we collect emails. No, the
No,
answer,
huh?
the answer
No.
would be no, because the only information we collect is a wallet address. And that wallet address doesn't have any email attached to it. There's no way to connect that information to an email. And
Right.
that's partially because we believe in privacy. Pool funding believes in privacy. So we don't collect information that's none of our business.
Well, even more important for each sponsor to reach out to their team and make sure they're aware of what's going on, because as we know, most of them are not attending the training calls, unfortunately. So
Well, that's why we're putting this video out. So we're gonna put some stress on this video. Like, people need to really watch this video before the $1 pool comes out. So people are getting their information from their sponsor that they need, the referral link that the sponsor wants them to use, right? That's the main message here. Get the correct referral link from your sponsor, and maybe you're already using it. You might be, the sponsor said, oh, nothing's going to change for you. Just use the same link,
so
Unless-
the main topic for tonight's training was the $1 pool.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's the only topic.
I'll look for the recorded link that you'll post very shortly, I'm sure.
Yep, you'll have it probably within 10 minutes. All right. Well, good to hear from you, Ken. You got a big team. So I know you're trying to keep everybody going and moving along and happy. We appreciate
Oh, you don't know the half of it. It's crazy. It's every day. I love it though. It's a labor of love.
It's a labor of love. I would say I'd second that. Yeah, I'm going to second that. It's a labor of love because,
Really appreciate everything you're doing, my friend.
well, thank you. I'm grateful to be appreciated.
All right.
So yeah, guys, look, if you want the world to be different than the way it may appear to be now, do something about it. And you see what I'm doing is I'm stepping up to do something, and many of you are stepping up as well in a knowing kind of way. You know that what you're doing is changing the world for the better. You see, more of us think like that, the world's going to get better. And that's what we want, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So $1 pool is going to help that. Okay. All right. Thank you for those that came here live. Really love and appreciate you guys that are here. It's great to interact. So it's not just a monologue. And then for those of you catching this on YouTube, especially if your sponsor passed this video to you, all right, they want you to watch it. For anybody catching this on YouTube, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please get that done, because you're going to want to keep up with all the updates. We're going to start moving a lot faster now. Please give us a like, because that does make a difference in the YouTube land. And also those positive comments. The more positive comments each video gets, it should just be a habit. As soon as you watch a video, go into the comment area and put something positive there. You should just make it like, that should be like a habit anytime you're watching any kind of YouTube video, because it does help the people that you're paying attention to, and it's very valuable. So we appreciate all that. Okay, and bye for now. We're gonna have everybody on mute, and we can all say goodbye in our different ways or different languages. Up to you. Say goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
night.
Buenas noches.
Goodbye.
Adios.
All right, there you go. Good night. Bye bye.
Good night.